restaurant now. I wanna yell out Avengers Assemble, not order up for Ethel. Yeah, we're out of cheeky now.
Hello and welcome to another installment of Kavalden's Comic Review. I'm your host, Kavalden. Kind of weird that I'm doing the review this week, and this week in particular. No, I'm not in San Diego this week. I was going to go. I had my badge, or did pretty well getting what I could. But circumstances on other things, work, finances, kind of forbidden me. Plus, also trying to find a hotel. I think the biggest problem was I couldn't get a hotel. I tried. Next year I'm gonna try something else. But let's just say those were a couple of the top 3 reasons why I couldn't go this year to San Diego. To all my friends who actually are at San Diego who could go, please have a good time. Have a blast. As far as I can tell, this year's been working out pretty well. See some stuff what I've been seeing around and some really nice stuff. I saw the new Iron Man armor for Iron Man 3. It's kind of like the color scheme's a little reversed to me, but we'll see. I don't know a whole lot with the plot of the movie, so I'm getting ahead of myself. Hopefully I'll see, like I said, to all my friends who are going, I hope you guys have a great time. I wish I was there. Be safe, have fun, enjoy it. Most of you I will see in New York, hopefully, and we'll go from there. Let's see here. Today I have 4 comics. Like I said in the review, I had some problems with the video, so 2 weeks video was pretty much last week's video, so now I've got like 2 weeks of comics, and I try to go for the best of what I could to go for review and stuff. Batman, let's see here, number 11, the epic conclusion of the Court of Owls. I kind of still like the series, I'm still reading it, probably more like I said. My biggest thing with it is the little twist, finding out that they're, I'm not going to spoil if you haven't read it or such. That little twist. I did like the fact that the Court of Owls was a group of like a really superior mental as well as physical group that challenged Batman. And that was one of the things I liked about the Court of Owls saga, because this is a group that knows Batman inside and out. So they're always like one step ahead of him, like multiple steps. And this is a character who's been pronounced as one of the world's greatest superheroes, And he's always, because one of the things we loved about him is, one, he has no powers. So everything he does is of his own sheer will and physicality and mental state. And he's always, one of the things that I've always admired about Batman is that he's always been 3 steps ahead of everything. Calculating, strategizing, stuff like that. But this was a group that was supposed to be like, how if Batman was supposed to outthink someone, he's supposed to be 3 steps ahead. This group's like six steps ahead. And they were like, that one of the, like I said, what was the previous one? I think it was 4 or 6? The maze thing, that really got me, was all the twists and turns and the mental stuff, seeing Batman kind of almost break. But like I said, I think the Court of Owls thing was a pretty good thing. The whole twist of the end, not too sure about. Speaking of more DC Comics, I've been talking recently about the Dial H, number 3 is already out. This is a very slow comic. It comes out when it can, and it's already in number 3. I said to myself when I first read this, I thought it was going to be kind of like in a posh style, because one of the characters was old boy Chimney, and it was very posh, and like I said, it was kind of in that sort of state after being at Ohio for OhioCon, hanging out with Jazer and stuff. The thing is, now that I'm reading it more and more, it's basically almost sort of like a darker Ben 10, I don't know if a lot of people know about Ben 10. I think everybody knows about Ben 10, the kid, alien, 10 monsters can turn into. Same thing could be said about this. This is sort of like Ben 10, only without having a watch that turns you into 10 aliens. This is a phone booth that turns you into multiple different personalities of superheroes and with powers and everything. So I will probably still keep reading it because it looks like there's some interesting things, and such. So, and plus there's a lot of weird characters in this. And maybe I'll just keep reading it for that. Okay, let's move on to some Marvel stuff. I'm gonna save Deadpool for last because on stuff like that. Actually, let me go to Deadpool next. I will go to Deadpool next. Deadpool 57. Deadpool gets stuck on the Trapster. Actually, that's a false statement because I've been reading it. I was reading it. The Trapster wasn't much of it. I mean, mostly Deadpool just does what he can to survive, get out alive, and walk away what he can. The thing is, the Trapster was in it. He showed up, but most of the time Deadpool just tricked him, and he's getting shot at. So I don't know. The thing is, like, this was a pretty good book. This had a few moments of humor in it with him that I enjoyed. I mean, at least I'm glad to say there was some humor. He's like, when Deadpool saves the Trapster, and he's like, hey, thank you. And Deadpool turns around and is like, hey, fuck you. See, that's the humor I want. That's the humor of the Deadpool that I want. And I got a little brief of that. There was something else. I can't remember what it was. I mean, I will say this. Deadpool did hold his own when he needed to, but he wasn't using his healing factor. He was using equipment, and I'm not going to spoil much, using equipment to get what he wanted. So, like I said, I mean, there was some little brief moments with Task and him arguing and fighting, which, that's what I like. I mean, I liked back in the old Deadpool comics, when him and Task were working together, and they would just basically be butting heads left and right. No matter what Deadpool threw at Taskmaster always beat him up and beat the crap out of him, but Deadpool always kept coming back for more. I will say this was a good one. It's had its moments to me. I know this is still Wade, but the thing is, and even though I'm not in San Diego, I did hear what's happening. That after issue 63, Daniel Wade will not be writing Deadpool anymore. Oh my God, you have no idea. I literally jumped for joy and danced when I did this. I literally did the dance of joy.
Now we are so happy we do the dance of joy! Hey, 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 hey!
Though it's very hard to do it when you've got only one person. Yeah, it's hard to do the dance when you only have one person. But like I said, I'm very happy that Daniel Wade's not going to be doing Deadpool anymore. I'm not going to... Okay, in my opinion, for anyone who is a fan of Daniel Wade's work, I am pleased with Daniel Wade's writing in some stuff. I've been told he's done some pretty good stuff when it came to writing, characters like Dakin and stuff. But the whole emo thing with Deadpool, it didn't work. I don't know if Wade just doesn't knows humor more than drama and emotions and stuff. Maybe, but when you're a Deadpool fan, you expect humor, and wasn't a lot. So like I've said, I pointed that out millions of times. I'm just glad this. Sadly, the only problem is we still have only a couple more issues to go. Not with Wade, but I know there's like a few more issues to go until who shows up. And oh boy, boy, am I gonna really hate that. Ugh. Where the hell is my goddamn... I better get my lighter filled up. I'm gonna need it. I swear to God, I'm so gonna need it. I mean, basically, Wade will be writing up with Deadpool to issue 63, so we've got about Wade writing Deadpool for about, I say, 2 more months. And moved on to that. So I could not be more happier, despite the fact that I wish I was in San Diego. There were a few days I really did wish I was in San Diego. Just staying there, sitting there, and then doing the dance of joy would have been so great. Okay, moving on. The last comic of the night. The Amazing Spiderman 689 with the lizard. And Morbius, the human vampire. I hope I'm saying that right. Honestly enough, I think there's a reason why there's, at this point with the story, they're doing this. Probably because around the same time the 4th movie or in my opinion, the fourth movie, or the movie reboot, The Amazing Spider-Man, is out, and we have with the Lizard. I have not seen The Amazing Spider-Man yet. There are a few movies I still have to see. I probably might go see it this weekend, depending. Like I said, I feel it should be the fourth installment. It shouldn't be a reboot. But I can see where a lot of people are saying with this. But I'm probably going to go check it out. And I haven't done a movie review in a while. So I might do a movie review. Heck, I still have to see Ted, even though a lot of people told me about Ted. I might do a double feature. I don't know. I just don't know. I'll see what happens. I'll see what kind of mood I'm in tomorrow when I'm around. But let's see here. The Amazing Spider-Man. Basically enough, I do like that the Lizard is back. The thing is that Connors is gone full blown crazy. That or the entire psyche, that his psychic of the psyche of Connors is completely gone, and the psyche of the Lizard is completely taken over. And Peter, he's at a breaking point. You know, after what happened with Doc Ock and losing Silver Sable, basically, I feel Peter may actually do one thing that he's never done before, and that is physically kill someone. And at this point, I don't think he's going to care who. But like I said, you know, basically it looks like Connors is back and he's up to his old way of doing things, trying to bring the Lizard down, and Connors trying to turn everyone into lizards. That's basically it. I think that's just the subpar stuff, in my opinion. Because honestly enough, it looks like Peter's going to a breaking point, and we'll go from that. So yeah, that's it. That's it for tonight. Like I said, not in San Diego. Really wish I was. New York, I'll probably definitely be at. We'll see what goes on with that. Hopefully. Definitely looking forward to New York at that time. And we'll go from there. I will see you guys next week, back on regular scheduling. And hopefully we'll see what happens. And you guys have a good night. Have a good weekend. Everybody in San Diego, have a blast. I wish I was there, you know, and everything. And we'll see you guys next week. All right? Bye.